There's a quiet revolution happening at Rolex, and you might miss it if you're only chasing hyped watches. Forget the rainbow Daytonas, forget the buzz around the new GMTs. The most interesting Rolex release this year is the OP in lavender, pistachio, and beige. Today, we're going to review the new Pastel Oyster Perpetuals. But this isn't just about the colors. We're going to talk about how these watches feel, what's actually changed since 2020, and why Rolex might be telling us something bigger with this shift. Stick around, I will tell you a surprise move that Rolex just made behind the scenes that nobody's talking about. Alright, let's get one thing straight. These dials are not just pretty pastels. That would be an understatement. These new OPs feel intentional. Rolex didn't just go for the glossy dials this time. They went for the matte lacquer look, and it changes everything. The lights hits differently, it's less reflective, more absorbing. It almost feels like the watch is breathing with you. These are colors made for people who know exactly what they want. I personally think they have a quiet luxury aesthetic. But what is the story behind these dials? Let's rewind to 2020. That's when Rolex shocked everyone with their Stella-inspired OP dials. Coral red, Tiffany turquoise, sunburst green, and electric yellow. It was bold, it was risky, and it worked. Demand exploded and waiting list filled up. And the prices on the secondary market? Well, they went insane. At the peak, a 41mm Tiffany OP sold for over $69,000 at auction. But these new pastel OPs, I don't think they're here to break the internet. They are here to redefine the new dial design. Think about it. Every brand copied Rolex after 2020. Everyone went bright, but now, Rolex just pushed the mute button and they removed the flash and brought the focus back to the design. I believe many watch brands will follow this trend. Now, let's quickly talk about the retail price range for these watches. Retail price goes from $6,000 to $6,500. Obviously, this depends which size you choose, from 28, 34, 36, or 41mm model. Now let's talk about the details. So as I mentioned, you've got sizes from 28 all the way up to 41mm, but they're all made out of oyster steel with a smooth, shiny bezel. No fluted edge, no date window, just a simple watch that tells time. But here's something most people won't notice. The case and bracelet structure has changed for 2025. A 41mm has a slimmer clasp. The lugs are slightly more ergonomic. Honestly, I think it wears more comfortably. It is a beautiful and well-crafted watch. But here's what I really think is going on. In 2020, Rolex created the most Instagrammable watch of the decade. These new pastel dials are for another audience. You've got a watch that looks good with a linen shirt and espresso, something that makes you feel relaxed and not rushed. There's a quiet confidence in these colors, and I think that's the whole point. Rolex isn't chasing Gen Z anymore. They're creating emotional minimum watches for people who evolved past the hype cycle. Now here is where things really get interesting. Rolex just made a big move. They quietly discontinued the flashy celebration dials from their lineup. They didn't announce it, but check the catalog. All these OPs are now all gone. This tells us something. Rolex is reorganizing the OP lineup. They are pushing these new pastel colors. And what Rolex does, all brands will also do soon. Now, if you're in Dubai and want one of these pastel OPs, or even one of the discontinued dials, reach out to us on WhatsApp or at bigmowatches.com. We can source any watch you like, and we move very fast. Click the link in the description. And coming up next, I'm breaking down the new Land Dweller. Click here for my new video.